I know it's hard to tell because she's snoozing back here, but Mira is not one bit happy about the fact that I'm now recording inside and I have took over her spot. I'm not happy either, Mira. I would rather be outside. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of this hybrid series. It's sort of like a podcast, sort of like a vlog. We'll call it a vlogcast. If you missed our first little sit down, episode 1, I'll link it right here for you in case you want to go catch up. If you've ever seen my What I Ate in a Day videos where I do the sip and chat and I give a rundown of what's been going on, that's what this is, except it's going to cover a wide variety of topics. Of course, topics that are related to my channel, like weight loss, keto, low carb, diabetes, what's in the news, diet related. Seriously, the list is long. I mean, you can add to it if you want to down in the comments. I don't think we'll run out of things to talk about anytime soon. My goal with these videos is to help motivate, encourage, let you know you're not alone. We're in this together. And not just the weight loss journey, but life, because everyone struggles from time to time. I'm not here to judge anyone. I don't care if you fall off plan, gain weight, or quit keto, because my life's not perfect and I'm not going to come over here and act like it is. Just know that I've got your back. Well, now that I have pretty much drank all of my tea before I even began, I'll just reach right over here and get my energy drink. Let's cut to the chase and start with today's topics. First up today was something that you guys brought to my attention in the comments of this video, the one I now refer to as the gift that keeps on giving. The comment section of that video is full of possible topics for future videos. Y'all had a lot to say. What stood out most was the fact that so many of you were telling me influencers on social media platforms were quitting keto. They were moving to a completely different lifestyle, and that several big creators over here had dropped off the radar completely and had stopped making videos. I had no idea at the time. All I was doing was giving my story in the Why I'm Quitting Keto video. In case you missed it, I am a type 1 diabetic. A low carb lifestyle is more in my range now because if I have a blood sugar low, I have to bring up my blood sugar really quickly so that nothing bad happens. This past summer, my blood sugar dropped so fast and went so low that I was unconscious for 3 hours while paramedics worked on me right here. So it's not that I want to quit keto, it's that I'm no longer in ketosis because I consume sugar on a daily basis, normally at 2, 3, and 4 a.m. My definition of keto: your body is in ketosis and burning fat as its fuel source. That's no longer happening for me. If I wasn't consuming sugar, then I would be in ketosis and still doing keto technically. So that's why I put out the video why I'm no longer doing keto. And I wasn't sure why so many other creators were leaving the platform or keto in general. So I did a deep dive. In case you don't know, about 2 years ago, I took a massive social media break, and I have yet to go back. So I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of research, see who all had left, and possibly try to figure out why. Wow. Just wow. What a rabbit hole that turned out to be. I did stumble across multiple possibilities. I'm going to give you my thoughts, what I found, and my opinion. The first possibility is obvious. It's the one that popped into my head as soon as I read the comments. Well, it happens. People change. Some people do not feel like this is sustainable for them. They may go to a different diet, a different lifestyle, even start maintenance mode if they've lost all their weight. I know for me personally, I tried every diet known to man to try to lose the weight before I found keto, and that just happened to be the perfect fit for me. It may not be for others. It's a whole trial and error process. And after looking into a few content creators and watching their videos on why they're no longer doing this lifestyle, that's exactly what they said. Maintenance mode, or they're trying something different. To that, I say, good luck, keep searching, do what works best. You guys got this too. Just make sure you keep us filled in, because I want to know how your progress is going. I want to see what happens on your journey. Possibility number 2. During my search for information, I happened to run across a video by Dr. Berg. I'm going to be honest. The only reason I watched it in the first place was because that thumbnail, it piqued my interest, and the fact that it had millions upon millions of views. The video is titled, Dr. Berg Gets Censored, just in case you want to go look for it. In that video, Dr. Berg states he feels as if his videos on keto are no longer ranking or showing up when searched. He goes into further detail explaining why he feels like this is happening. Apparently, back in August, YouTube had a policy change. This new policy pertains to medical misinformation and how YouTube plans on handling it moving forward. Of course, I had no idea that there was a policy change. I went and looked it up immediately. It's not very long, just a few paragraphs. And it starts out great, talking about medical misinformation when it pertains to cancer, treatment, prevention, and cures. As I got further into the policy, that's when a few things caught my attention. I screenshotted the article and I'm going to flash it up on the screen so you can see the exact wording. YouTube states that moving forward, they're going to streamline dozens of their existing medical misinformation guidelines so that they fall under 3 categories: prevention, treatment, and denial. The policy will apply to specific health conditions, treatments, and substances where content contradicts local health authorities or the World Health Organization. Wait, what? Read that again. Local health authorities and the WHO, World Health Organization, are going to be the ones that determine what medical misinformation is. No possible way for that to go wrong, huh? First of all, keto is already a 4-letter word. People, when you mention it, it's not widely accepted like the standard American diet. I feel like our lifestyle isn't conventional, thus it will probably be deemed misinformation. The algorithm may pick it up and push it to the back burner. I did an experiment. I went to the search bar and typed in keto, keto diet, several different variations. I wanted to see, for me, which videos, which influencers and creators would pop up and rank in the top 10 or 20. To my surprise, Dr. Berg was correct. His videos were not showing up, and I think he has close to 1,000 that are dedicated to a ketogenic lifestyle. I also noticed that there were multiple doctors, PhDs, physicians, even ones that I'm subscribed to, that were missing in that search. Dr. Barry, Dr. Westman, Dr. Fung. Not only are they doctors, but they also promote a ketogenic lifestyle. And they are missing in my search. Thinking maybe it's just my YouTube search ranking. Went and got my husband's tablet, and you guessed it. Those were the people that were missing. The top influencers, the doctors that promote this lifestyle. The videos that were showing up focused on the negative side of keto. I did watch some of the videos, and those videos had some major flaws. Talk about medical misinformation. Go to your search bar and type in different variations of keto and see what comes up for you. Let us know in the comments, because I'm definitely curious. After doing that little bit of research, I went over to my content creator studio that YouTube provides us if we have channels over here. I looked at my analytics, and at the end of August, there was a decline in subscribers, views, watch time. Everything was going down. Now listen, I know that I'm not a huge influencer over here, not like some of those others that I previously mentioned. But if they're seeing a decline and I'm seeing a decline, it makes you wonder, Is the algorithm picking it up and deeming it misinformation, not promoting it? Makes you question things. Plus, it would explain so much when it comes to this video and why YouTube viewed it as controversial and deemed it traumatic to some viewers. Basically because it had keto in the title and the video discussed a ketogenic lifestyle. Now, this brings me to the third option, why content creators are switching up their lifestyle, quitting keto, or just completely dropping off the grid and they're no longer making content. Well, let's refer back to number 2. If keto is being censored, that would mean creators are not getting the views. Or they're like me and they're no longer allowed to monetize some of their videos that they spend hours on. Recording, editing, uploading, answering comments to. It's a lot of time, energy. The majority of YouTubers, like myself, are not over here making millions. I make money from my affiliate links. When you order and use those discounts, I get a little bit back. And I get a tiny amount from YouTube when the videos are viewed, liked, shared. The majority of people are making their money from sponsorships. In case you've not noticed, I don't do sponsored content because it's just too much for me. It's too much pressure. I want to create content that I want to put out, and I don't want to have to go through the approval process of a company. I understand a lot of people do it. More power to them. I wish I could, but I just don't feel like I can put out the quality that needs to go towards a sponsored video at this point with everything going on. My diagnosis, brain fog, autoimmune. But if there's no money in it, it could explain why some content creators are starting to pivot in another direction. We do have a fourth option. Truthfully, there's probably way more than that, but hear me out here. These new weight loss products that have recently come out, like Ozempic and is it Wegovy? The injections, they have taken the weight loss community by storm. Could it be that a ketogenic lifestyle is old news and people are just moving on to the next big thing? Okay, I want to hear it. All of it. Give me your thoughts, your opinion. Are there options that I forgot about? I'm sure there are. And if you do have your favorite keto low carb influencers and channels you watch, make sure you are still subscribed. Hit the notification bell, like the videos, comment on them. Let the algorithm know what you like. So hopefully you'll see more of it. I had so many topics I wanted to go over today, and I managed to stay on that one just a little too long. Feel free to pause right here, go get something to drink, a snack, and come right back because I have something else I want to share with you. Made some more tea and ready to move on to my second topic. This one is personal. It hits close to home, not gonna lie. I wish it didn't. November is Diabetes Awareness Month. I will never have a better opportunity to touch on the differences between type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. I am not an expert on type 1 diabetes. I was just recently diagnosed 2 years ago. In a few of my recent videos, I had noticed in the comment section that there was some confusion, and I just want to go over some statistics and let you know some important facts. I'm getting all of this information from diabetes.org. First, there are over 37 million Americans living with diabetes. That's a little over 11% of the American population. Around 1.9 million of those are type 1 diabetics, meaning the vast majority have type 2 diabetes. But out of the 1.9 million Americans with type 1 diabetes, less than 250,000 of those are children and adolescents. Type 1 and type 2 are not the same thing. Type 1 diabetes is when the pancreas does not make insulin. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas makes less insulin than it used to, and the body becomes insulin resistant. Facts. You can become a type 1 or type 2 diabetic at any point in your life. Out of the over 37 million Americans that were diagnosed with diabetes, 8.5 million were initially misdiagnosed. Approximately 1.4 million new cases of diabetes are diagnosed every single year, and that has been on a steady incline. As of the most recent statistics, diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. There's a lot of misinformation that surrounds type 1. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. There is no diet, lifestyle, or pill that can correct or cure type 1 diabetes. When you're diagnosed, you are insulin dependent, requiring insulin injections for the rest of your life. It is not contagious. You can be diagnosed at any age. Type 1 diabetes is not something you can outgrow. At this point, they do not know what causes type 1 diabetes. There are numerous theories. It is not something that can be prevented, and it most certainly is not caused by a consumption of sugar or any diet. The pancreas stops functioning, no longer producing insulin, and that's why you have to inject yourself. It doesn't matter what I eat, I'll always be taking insulin. So now I am trying to be a pancreas and failing miserably sometimes. If you would like to see more content on diabetes and going over the differences, discussing cost, and so much more, please let me know. But the point today is to make everyone aware that November is Diabetes Awareness Month. Don't forget to wear blue. For anyone in your life, any of your loved ones, anyone you know that has diabetes, do your research. Know the signs, the symptoms, the risks. I have one last subject I want to touch on before we go. Update for anyone that may be following along and you missed it in a previous video. For those of you that have no idea what this is about, quick review. This past August, I saw my endocrinologist. He feels that I would benefit from going on an insulin pump, and he suggested the Omnipod 5. My insurance said, nay, we will not pay for that. Over the past 3 months, we have been jumping through hoops here. Me, my husband, the doctor's office, even the wonderful representatives at Omnipod have helped out, trying to get the insulin pump approved for me. After many a sleepless night and numerous times that I considered giving up the fight, I finally got approved. Not only am I going to have to train and learn how an Omnipod 5 works to control my blood sugar, I'm going to have to switch continuous glucose monitors. I'm currently on the Libre 3, but that one does not pair with the Omnipod 5. I'm going to have to learn a whole new system here as well, the Dexcom G6. Both of these work in tandem to read my blood sugar and then administer insulin. I am feeling a little overwhelmed and excited at the same time. So if you use either of these, know someone that does, have any tips, tricks, sites, books, Facebook groups that I need to join, please let me know, because I want to make this transition as easy as possible. And I want to thank all of you that have sent me positive messages, good vibes, kept me in your prayers, and told me to keep fighting, because it's finally paid off. I appreciate it. I'm also considering maybe doing an entire series of my journey starting an Omnipod, an insulin pump. If that's something that you would be interested in seeing, let me know that as well. Thanks for checking out episode 2. Everything mentioned in today's video down in the description box for you, so all you gotta do is click on it. And don't forget to help out this algorithm. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. You've got this. We're in it together. And I love you guys. Bye.